Come on. There's not many dive watches look as good as that, is there? Why do we watch collectors do this to ourselves? We fill our watch list with watches, no pun intended, with certain features, certain hands, and a certain amount of lume, perhaps a brush bezel. We look at dozens of watches when all along we had possibly the perfect watch already in our collection. I wasn't too sure of the direction I wanted to go with this video. On the one hand, I want to catch these autumn colours, which you just know will be gone within a week. And will be but a memory, a colourful memory in the British winter to come. It looks particularly good against that autumnal background. There is a certain dive watch aesthetic that seems to stand the test of time with classic dive watches. If you're anything like me, your watch list may well have vintage Omega, CWC, Satina, but it's always worth going back through your existing collection. The monochrome colours stand out well against that autumnal background. This is a watch that I don't think this is a watch that hello Paul, watch collecting journey, chance to share the same experiences. Let's get to the watch. This is a watch that I really didn't give enough justice to in the first video I did about a year ago. It was quite rushed, and as it turns out, this is one of those watches that I reach for very often, and every time I put it on wrist I think, oh, do we really need more than this? Not quite sure I would go so far as to say, although I could, that the original Seiko MONSTER that ran between 2000 and 2012 has rarely been bettered. I could confidently say that based on the experience and knowledge that I now have, and there are plenty of these available still now. On eBay, for example, there's dozens at a reasonable price. On the black rubber strap, it's actually quite light. As Seiko do with most of their divers, it just hugs the wrist because of the case shape. The lume is, let's face it, second to none. The features I particularly love, other than the amazing design, are the mineral crystal, which gives a distortion. It's slightly domed, set in and slightly domed, and it gives a distortion to the indices and the dial that you don't really get from sapphire. Any little scratches can be buffed out, so it's tough. It's not going to shatter like sapphire. The brushed bezel is a feature I particularly like on dive watches. I seem to gravitate towards a brushed bezel. My Breitling has that. I sold my Baltic, which had a colour matched bezel, each to their own. It's actually an awesome bezel. It's got so many facets to it. The way that it sinks in slightly towards the crystal, a bit like Arado, Captain Cook. It's silky smooth on this original Monster. Listen to that. That's a lovely sound, isn't it? Listen. I like the fact that it's brushed, it's not polished. So it doesn't attract scratches. The whole thing is brushed. Even the bezel. It'll fit under a loose cuff, you know. What more are we looking for, us collectors? The timekeeping isn't great. It's the 7S26 movement, which I haven't actually regulated, and it loses about 12 to 13 seconds a day. I'm sure I could improve on that if I could be bothered. But it's still going. It's still very rugged. And I actually think you could spend an awful lot more to get not much more. You know, it doesn't have hacking, it doesn't have hand winding, but you basically shake it, wear it, and it just ticks away. The original Speedmasters were like that, I believe. We keep searching, but very often we already had that watch. When you get a watch back out of where it's been hiding and wear it and put it on, you have a whole new appreciation for it yet again, and you realize why you went for it in the first place, and you stop looking at others if that particular watch is just right for you. The design is 24, 25 years old. Has it really been bettered? So I'm sorry it's another Seiko, yet another one on my channel. This isn't just a Seiko channel, but come on. As far as dive watches go and value for money, has this ever really been bettered? So thanks for watching. I'm pleased I dug this back out because I'm no longer hunting really that Satina or that CWC. I've already got the aesthetic and everything I need here. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment on the videos. I like to get your comments, see what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.